Okay, Hare Krishna. We'll continue our discussion on Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra, the glories of chanting the holy name, based on verse number 16 from Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra. He martyāh paramam hitam shrunutavo vaksyāmi sańks samsārārn āpad-ūrmi-bahulam samyak praviśya sthitāh.
He martyāh paramam hitam shrunutavo vaksyāmi sańks samsārārn āpad-ūrmi-bahulam samyak praviśya sthitāh.
nānā-jñānam apāsya cetasi namo nārāyan āyety amum mantram sa-pran āma-sahitam prāvartayadhvam muhuh.
nānā-jñānam mantram sa-pran āma-sahitam prāvartayadhvam muhuh.
Okay. Vishali, are you able to read this translation?
Prabhuji, I'm reading the Sri Lakshmi Ashtotra Satnam Stotram. Prabhuji,
Okay.
I'm just listening.
Sure.
Okay.
No problem. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Okay. So, Shiva, can you read?
Yes, Prabhuji. O mortal beings, you have submerged yourself fully in the ocean of material existence, which is filled with the waves of misfortune. Please hear us. I briefly tell you how to attain your supreme benefit.
Yeah, this one also.
Just put aside your various attempts at gaining knowledge and instead begin constantly chanting the mantra on Namo Nārāyanaya and bowing down to the Lord.
Okay. 1 second. My daughter, she's flying back now. She's in Dubai. Let me take this call. So, we'll continue our discussion on the glories of chanting holy name. So, any points anyone remember from our discussion yesterday?
Chanting has to be done attentively because the chanting the mantra is not indifferent from it's a Lord's names are not indifferent from the Lord himself, so we have to chant very attentively.
Yeah. Okay, very good. What else?
Quality is more important than the quantity of chanting.
Okay, perfect. What else? Krishna himself tells in Vishnu Sahasranama that quality is important than quantity. Krishna tells, after hearing all the 1,000 names of Vishnu chanted by Bhishmadev, Krishna himself tells in the end, Yomam nama sahasrena shrotumichati pandava Sloka mekena shlokena stutayevana samshayaha. Even if one chants one name of me, then I consider that as equivalent to chanting all the 1,000 names in Vishnu Sahasranama, provided that person chants that one name with quality. attentively. Okay, what else? Any other points from yesterday's discussion?
It is the only recommended solution for Kali Yuga. So basically, for us in this age, it is the only way out of the ocean of misfortune.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we did not discuss this yesterday, so we can start our discussion from this. Okay.
Prabhuji, can I also request if we can talk the focus on the mantra itself and what is it meaning, and so that when we are chanting we can remember. I want to know your take on it also. I mean, not your take in the sense, your recommended thing when we are chanting, what we should think about, because I've heard different things and I'm trying different things, but what does the mantra actually mean?
Okay, sure. Yeah, we can discuss that too. So we have 4 different yugas. Satya Yuga, are also known as Kruta Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga. 4 yugas. And these 4 yugas, they repeat in a cyclic fashion. One completion of these 4 yugas is called one Chatur Yuga or one Divya Yuga. And 1000 cycles of these yugas is known as one Kalpa. And that is one day of Brahma. And Brahma has day and night. So in one full day, 24 hours of Brahma, there are 2000 kalpas. That means 2000 cycles of these 4 yugas. So now you can do the math and find out the lifespan of Brahma. It's 3.2 trillion, some billion, some million years. Very big number. And that is like a blink of an eye in the view of Krishna. From spiritual world point of view, the 3.2 trillion years of Brahma is just a blink of an eye. And now from the perspective of Brahma, the lifespan on Earth planet is like that of a firefly that is born and then immediately enters into the fire and dies. So you see how relative things are. We think when there is a problem in our life, we think that minute is like eternality. It's very hard to pass that one moment. Time just doesn't pass when the difficult moment comes in life. But when we practice bhakti, we will transcend those difficulties and will not be worried about the material problem so much. We'll become sober. So to get strength to deal with problems in material life and to get liberation, mukti, or to attain paramapada in spiritual world, there is a recommendation. Different recommendations are given for different yugas. Satya Yuga, there is one recommendation. Treta Yuga, another recommendation. Dwapara, Kali Yuga, there are different recommendations. So it is mentioned that Krite yadhyayato Vishnum Tretayam yajato makai Dwapare paricharyayam kalau tad hari kirtanat. So this shloka tells what are the different recommendations in different yugas. The first line of the shloka is Krite yadhyayato Vishnum. In Kruta Yuga, the recommended method for liberation, mukti, is dhyayato Vishnum, meditation on Vishnu. So, Shruti, you are saying something? I saw your message.
Prabhuji, just Hare Krishna.
Okay, I just wanted to say Hare Krishna. Okay, sure.
I just joined actually. I was missing from so many days, but daily the intensity of the way you are taking the lectures, it's like calling me that start back, start back. So I was like, okay, I'm late, but I'll join. So I just
Yeah,
came in. Yeah,
good to see you. Yeah, I saw you in the temple on Sunday, and
yeah.
good to see
Thank
you back here.
Hare
Hare Krishna. Okay, so yeah. So Krite yadhyayato Vishnu, the recommended method for liberation in Krita Yuga, Satya Yuga is dhyayato Vishnu, meditation on Vishnu, dhyanam. Next Yuga, Treta Yuga. Tretayam yajato makaihi. The recommended method in Treta Yuga is yajnas, performance of sacrifices, yajnas. And third Yuga, Dwapara Yuga. Dwapare paricharyayam. In Dwapara Yuga, one gets liberation or mukti or attains paramapada by doing worship, deity worship, opulent deity worship. And Kali Yuga, kalau tad hari kirtanat. In Kali Yuga, the recommended method is hari kirtana, sankirtana. So these are the different methods. What are the 4 different methods? Can anyone summarize?
Dhyanam in Treta Yuga, Vishnu Dhyanam.
No. Dhyanam in first Yuga, Satya Yuga.
Sorry, Satya Yuga is Vishnu Dhyanam. Then Treta Yagya. Then after that,
Serving
deity
worship.
Deity worship. Yeah, deity worship, opulent deity worship.
Yeah, Archanam.
In Archana, okay. And in Kali Yuga, only name glory.
Yeah. Okay. Nama Sankirtana. So in Bhagavatam also we saw that shloka, right? Nama Sankirtanam yasya sarva papa pranashanam pranamo dukkha shamanas tam namami harim param. This is the last shloka of Srimad Bhagavatam. Of all the 18,000 shlokas, this is the last shloka, which also tells the recommended method for Kali Yuga is Nama Sankirtana. And Krishna...
The previous... Sorry, Prabhuji. The previous shloka was from which? It was from Bhagavad?
No, it's not from... It is from one of the Puranas.
Okay.
Yeah. So this shloka from Bhagavatam, let me show you that shloka. You're all familiar with this?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Nam Sankirtana.
This one. Srimad Bhagavatam, 12th canto, 13th chapter, 23rd shloka. The last shloka of Srimad Bhagavatam. Nama Sankirtanam yasya sarva papa pranashanam.
Nama Sankirtanam
yasya sarva papa pranashanam.
Pranamo dukkha shamanas tam namami harim param.
Pranamo dukkha shamanas tam namami harim param.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Lord Hari, the congregational chanting of whose holy names destroys all sinful reactions. and the offering of obeisances unto whom relieves all material suffering. And in Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna tells about this chanting of the holy name. So this is a shloka from Bhagavad Gita, 10th chapter, Vibhuti Yoga, opulence of the absolute, 25th shloka. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha
Maharshinam Bhriguraham Giram Yasmekam Aksharam
Maharshi
Gyanam asmi ekam aksharam.
Yajnanam Japa Yajñosmi Stavaranam Himalayah Okay, somebody can read the translation.
Of the great sages, I am Bhrigu. Of vibrations, I am the transcendental Om. Of sacrifices, I am the chanting of the holy names, Japa. And of immovable things, I am the Himalayas.
Himalayas. Good. So Namakirti read the description of the shloka where Krishna talks about Namakirtanam. Good, you have a nice name.
Yeah.
So, especially the third line here, Yajnanam Japa Yajñosmi. Of all the sacrifices, I am the chanting of the holy names, Japa. So Krishna is telling two things here. In that line, third line, 10th chapter, Krishna talks about his opulences, his greatness, his Aishwarya. The chapter's title is Vibhuti Yoga. Vibhuti means opulence, greatness, Aishwarya. Krishna has Aishwarya and Madhurya. Madhurya is sweetness. In Vrindavan, when Krishna lives a simple life like a cowherd boy, that is Madhurya. Playing with the Gopa boys, playing with the gopis, different leelas that Krishna performs in Vrindavan. It's all about Madhurya, sweetness. And the same Krishna in Dwaraka or Mathura or in the Vishnu form in Vaikunta, Krishna shows Aishwarya. So in this chapter, Krishna tells how powerful he is. So Arjuna asks, how can I see you in this world, O Krishna? How can I remember you? Then Krishna tells, you can remember me by seeing different things in this material world. Now when Krishna has to tell about something in the material world that represents him, he has to pick the best and the topmost thing in every segment. So Krishna takes a few segments that we see in this material world, and within that segment or that category, he picks up the best and the topmost element, and he says that is the representation of Krishna's Aishwarya. That is a spark of Krishna's opulence. For example, Stavaranam Himalayah. Of all the immovable things in the entire world, Krishna is saying, I am the Himalayas. That means Himalayas are the representative of Krishna. Similarly, chanting, Yajnanam Japa Yajñosmi. Of all the sacrifices, I am the chanting of the holy names. So there are two things that Krishna is telling here. One is, Krishna is saying that of all the yajnas, the best yajna is japa. Japa means chanting of the holy name. Okay? That is the first thing that Krishna is telling here. Second thing that Krishna is telling, that the name is not different from Krishna himself. The name that one recites or one chants in their japa, name is not different from Krishna. So in one line, Krishna is telling these two things. Yajñānam japa yajñosmi. Okay. Now, in Bhagavad Gita, in various places, Krishna tells that always chant my glories, always chant my name, always fix your mind upon me. Krishna tells this. Satatam kirtayanto mam. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dridhavrataha namasyantascha mam bhaktya nitya yukta upasate. Satatam means always. Kirtayanto, chant glories. Mam, of me. Always chant my glories. Chant my glories means in two different ways. One is by speaking Krishna Katha from Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. And second thing is by chanting the holy names of the Lord. And the last shloka of Bhagavad Gita, or Krishna's last instruction in Bhagavad Gita, talks about meditating on Krishna, or smarana, doing smarana of Krishna. In 18th chapter, Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Manmana means always fix your mind upon me. In other words, it means meditation. Meditation on Krishna. And Bhagavatam begins where Bhagavad Gita ends. Bhagavad Gita ends with an instruction to fix our mind on Krishna, to meditate on Krishna. And Bhagavatam, the very first shloka, it says, Satyam param dhimahi. Satyam param dhimahi. Dhimahi means, let me meditate. On whom? Parama Satyam. Let me meditate on this Parama Satyam, absolute truth, Krishna. Satyam param dhimahi. So how is this meditation possible? The meditation is possible, meditation on Krishna, fixing our mind on Krishna is possible by hearing Krishna Katha, by chanting his names, and so on. By speaking, by hearing, Shravanam, Kirtanam, and then Vishnu Smaranam. And wherever Bhagavatam ends, how does Bhagavatam end? How does Bhagavatam end?
Smaranam.
Yes, yeah, the sloka you just said, right, Prabhu? That one.
So what does that shloka say? You don't have to tell the shloka, but what does the shloka say?
Nama Kirtanam. I offer my respectable obeisances unto Supreme Lord Hari. The congregational chanting of whose holy names destroys all sinful reactions, and the offering of obeisances unto whom release all material suffering.
So in one word, that shloka, the last shloka of Bhagavatam, instructs us to do nama-sankirtana, chanting of the holy names.
Yeah.
And Chaitanya Charitamrita. We have these three sequential scriptures, right? Bhagavad Gita, fundamental level at the Bhagavad Gita, then one level higher, Bhagavatam, and even higher than that is Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, Chaitanya Charitamrita begins where Bhagavatam ends. Bhagavatam ends by saying to chant the holy name of Krishna. And Chaitanya Charitamrita begins with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanting the holy name of the Lord. So these are the three different scriptures that we have, and everywhere, either fixing mind on Krishna, meditating on Krishna, chanting of the holy names, all these things are mentioned in all the places. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Srimad Chaitanya Charitamrita, everywhere. And as we discussed yesterday, the smarana is possible only when we do Shravana followed by Kirtana. Shravana followed by Kirtana followed by Smarana. Whatever you hear, whatever you speak, that's what you will remember. So we have this famous Sloka from Nectar of Instruction by Rupa Goswami. This also we discussed some other time, right? Not this one. Yeah, this one. Okay, it's not Bhagavad Gita. Nectar of Instruction, written by Rupa Goswami. Tannāma-rūpa-caritādi-sukirtanānu smrityokramena rasana manasi niyojya tishtan vraje tadanuragi jananugami kalam nayedakilam ityupadesha sāram. The essence of all the Upadeshas, the essence of all Upanishads, and the Upadesha of the Acharyas, spiritual masters. What is the essence? The essence is to chant the glories of Krishna. Okay, somebody can read the translation.
I can read, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
The essence of all advice is that one should utilize one's full time, 24 hours a day, in nicely chanting and remembering the Lord's divine name, transcendental form, qualities, and eternal pastimes, thereby gradually engaging one's tongue and mind. In this way, one should reside in Vrija, Golok Vrindavan Dham, and serve Krishna under the guidance of devotees. One should follow in the footsteps of the Lord's beloved devotees who are deeply attached to his devotional service.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
So the shloka begins with nama. Tannāma rūpa charita adi, etc. Sukirtanānu. We have to, kirtana means to sing. Sukirtana means with attention, with quality, in the best possible way. Sing in the best possible way. And then when you do this, when you do the kirtana, then the smriti will follow. Kramena means this is the order. What is the order? First you chant, and then chant and hear, and then smarana. So one has to utilize their time, all the time, not just 1 day, 1 minute, 1 hour, like that. 24/7, 365 days. Our entire life. Satatam kirtayanto means always, every minute. And it's a very easy thing. This habit everybody can cultivate. chanting the holy name, we can cultivate this habit very easily. It just requires some practice. Either you chant verbally louder or you chant in your mind, but it's possible. This is very easily doable for everyone. It requires some conscious effort and some regulation and practice. You just have to remember that you have to do this. Nothing else is required. So simple. You don't have to go to the temple. You don't have to dress up nicely. You don't have to, what is that? You don't have to put tilak or do anything extra. You don't have to buy some puja dravyas. You don't have to buy any flowers, incense sticks, coconut. Nothing is required. Just a conscious effort that we have to chant. Whenever you are chanting on the beats, that is good. But even when you are not chanting on the beats, when you are doing other passive things like cooking, driving, etc., always you can keep chanting the name of the Lord. That's why you should maybe one day we can do that. What we should do is we should look at the list of the Ashtottara Shatanamavali of Krishna or Vishnu, and then you can pick some favorite names, some names that you are very connected to, and then you can keep on reciting those. You can chant different names on different days. For example, in Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra itself, Kulshekara Alvar has given in at least 4 or 5 shlokas, he has given different names. Shloka number 1, we all know. Shloka number 2 also, we all discussed so much about that. And then there are 2 shlokas in the middle. He Gopalaka, He Krupa Jalanide, He Sindhu Kanyapate, He Kamsantaka, He Gajendra Karuna Parina, He Madhava, He Ramanuja, He Jagatraya Guru, He Pundari Kakshamam, He Gopi Jananata Palaya Param, Janami Natvam Vina. And another shloka, Kulshekara Alvar says, Srinath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Bhakta Priya Chakrapane, Shri Padmanabha Achyuta Kaita Bare, Shri Rama Padmaksha Hare Murare, Ananta Vaikunta Jaganni, Ananta Vaikunta?
Mukunda Krishna.
Mukunda Krishna. Ananta Vaikunta Mukunda Krishna Govinda Damo Daramadhaveti Govinda Damo Daramadhaveti Govinda Damo Daramadhaveti. You can start with this Govinda Damodara Madhava. If everything else is difficult to know or remember, just Govinda Damodara Madhava. In olden days, all our parents, grandparents, if they are sitting, they used to say Govinda, Om Namah Shivaya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Rama. When they are sitting, they used to chant. When they are standing, they used to chant. All the time, this Nama Sankirtana goes on. So we have to cultivate this habit.
Same.
That famous.
Mangalacharya. The song, the mantra which we say in Mangalacharya also, that He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate
Yeah, that one.
Gopesha Gopika Kanta. I love these words. Radha Kanta.
Yeah,
Namaste.
you can chant that one also. Yeah. And to impress your mind, you can chant these in a melody so that your mind likes it. Even in your mind, or if possible, recite it louder so that your family members also can hear. They will also start chanting. So all it requires is some conscious effort that I have to do this. This is the problem. We keep forgetting. We keep forgetting that we have to chant. So for 1 or 2 months, if you practice this and make it as a habit, then that stays with you for the rest of the life. So this is a very beautiful, effort that one can cultivate. Okay, so now moving on. Yeah. So here Rupa Goswami says, Tannama Rupa Charitati Sukirtananu Smrityo Kramena Rasana Manasi Niyojya Tishtan Vraje Tadanuragi Jananugami Kalam Naye Dakilam Ityupadesha Saram. One has to utilize all of their time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days in a year. Every minute, they have to utilize their precious time in chanting Krishna's name and singing his glories, Rupa, Charita, etc. And then one will be able to do the smarana. So these two things will go hand in hand. Chanting of the holy name and speaking of the leelas of Krishna. So nama and leela, these two things go hand in hand. To get inspiration to chant Krishna's name, we need to hear and discuss his leelas. In bhakti, there are 9 different limbs, right? Navavida bhakti. Of all the processes, of all the limbs, chanting of the holy name, that makes up 99% of our sadhana. Or the maximum benefit one can get is by chanting the names of Krishna. The other 1% is for other processes like archanam, padasevanam, vandanam, dasyam, sakyam, atmani vedanam, shravanam, kirtanam, everything. All the other smaranam, all the other 8, except kirtanam. Kirtanam is the chanting, right? So this kirtanam, chanting of the holy names especially, constitutes or it makes up 99% of our sadhana. The maximum benefit one can get by chanting the names. Because when we are in difficulty, we have to call out to Krishna. That time we cannot say that, oh Krishna, I loved the way you came and rescued Rukmini. I loved the way you kidnapped Rukmini when Rukmini was in difficulty. Similarly, please come and help me. Oh Vishnu, oh my Lord, I loved the way you came and rescued Gajendra. Similarly, you also, you help me also. You uplift me from this samsara sagara. We cannot say like this. So you have to chant his names, like how Draupadi. in that Asat Sabha, how Draupadi was chanting Krishna's names. And the name only came and rescued Draupadi. First name came, provided the saris, and then Krishna came later. So the name is so powerful. So we'll see more glories of name. In Padyavali, no, before this, let's talk about this one. So what happens when we chant the holy name? The benefits of chanting the holy name are given in many places, in different scriptures, by different acharyas, different personalities. So let's look at some of them. In Sri Shikshashtakam, written by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the first shloka. Shikshashtakam, there are 8 shlokas. All the 8 shlokas, they glorify chanting the holy name only. Cheto darpanamarjanam bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam Shreya kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam Anandham buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamruta swadanam Sarvatma snapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Okay, can somebody read the translation?
Can I read the translation?
Oh, Akshara, yes. Yeah, good.
Glory to Sri Krishna Sankirtana, which cleanses the heart of all dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire for conditional life of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtana movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss, and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious.
Anxious. Very good. Thank you, Akshara. You want to sing this shloka?
If it was small, I would have sang it, but it's really big. So.
Okay, let's try. Okay, I'll help you. I will recite half of the line at a time, and you repeat after me.
Okay.
Cheto darpanamarjanam.
Cheto darpanamarjanam.
Bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam.
Bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam.
Shreya kairava chandrika vitaranam.
Shreya kairava chandrika vitaranam.
Vidyavadu jivanam.
Vidyavadu jivanam.
Anandham buddhivardhanam pratipadam.
Anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam.
Purnamruta swadanam.
Purnamrutam swadanam.
Sarvatma snapanam.
Sarvatma stapanam.
Sarvatma snapanam param vijayate.
Param vijayate.
Shri Krishna Sankirtanam.
Shri Krishna Sankirtanam.
Very good. Good job. Did I sing in Shruti?
Yeah.
Was my Shruti okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Very nice.
Good. Yeah. By the way, you have to help me. Akshara, you have to help me to fix my Shruti. Okay. I'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a beautiful shloka from Chaitanya Shikshashtakam, where, and by the way, Akshara, the cake that you made is very nice.
Thank you.
Oh, you got tasted.
Got it. Yeah. So Prasanna invited me to their home that day.
Ah,
Yeah, I tasted your cake. Very nice.
thank you.
Uh, okay. So what does Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tell here? What are the benefits that one gets when we chant the holy name? The first one is Cheto Darpana Marjanam. Darpana means mirror. Chetas. Chetas means mind. Our mind is like a mirror. Okay, now question to everybody. Why is mind compared to a mirror?
It reflects on
Ah,
other stuff,
it reflects on?
like the things you hear, see.
Ah, correct. Very good. Just like when you stand in front of a mirror, it reflects your image. Similarly, your mind, whatever you see, whatever you hear, whatever you touch, whatever you taste, whatever you smell, it takes a snapshot of that and stores in the memory, in the repository called mind. So like that, mind is compared to mirror, darpana. But mind is full of, mind is reflecting all dirty things. When you go to Vegas, look at all casinos or different things, or even when you go to downtown, Seattle downtown, you see many different things, and when you hear different kinds of nasty music that goes into your ears, and the mind reflects on those. So most of the times, the mind is always reflecting these dirty things. So the mind is dirty. This mirror called mind is very dirty. And we have to clean it. Marjanam. Cheto darpana marjanam. The process of cleansing the mind, the process of cleansing this mirror called mind is chanting the holy name. Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. This process called Sri Krishna Sankirtanam cleanses the mirror of mind. Bhava Maha, second benefit. Bhava Maha Davagni Nirvapanam. Agni means fire. Davagni means forest fire. Maha Davagni, great forest fire. Nirvapanam. Nirvapanam means it extinguishes. The holy name extinguishes the great forest fire. Now, what is this forest fire here? Bhava. When we say Bhava Sagara, that is Samsara Sagara or material ocean. And when we say Bhava Davagni, material world is compared to fire, forest fire. So this, Ankita, yeah, you had a question?
Yeah, Prabhuji, I think did we already did do this in one of the shlokas in some context? I remember Marjanam, that Darpan Marjanam, sometime we read it in one of the shlokas. That time we read it or something.
Did we discuss this before?
I don't know if it was Gita class or this class, but I feel I read some Darpan Marjanam somewhere. You had discussed this in front of
I
me,
must
I
have
remember.
quoted this shloka. Sometime I must have quoted this
Yeah.
shloka, but I don't know if we discussed in detail like this.
No, we don't discuss. I'm just thinking. I'm just trying to map it. Like, when did we discuss it? I'm just thinking.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Bhava Maha Davagni Nirvapanam. No, there was at our home, there was a session given by another devotee on this Shikshastakam. There were 2-3 sessions, and probably you attended that recording. You heard that recording, or you attended Zoom.
Maybe,
One of
I
those
don't
things.
know. I feel that you have only spoken, Prabhuji. I don't remember now whether it was Gita class or this class, but I
Okay.
remember you telling that darpan we have to clean. Why we have to clean that? I remember you telling that.
Okay. So bhavamaha davagna nirvapanam. That is the second benefit. So third one is Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam. This chanting of the holy name is Shreya. Shreya means the highest benefit. There is Preyas and Shreyas. Preyas means temporary benefit. Shreyas means permanent benefit. Long lasting, eternal benefit. Anything that we try in the material world, the little happiness that you get from material sense objects, that is called preyas. And Shreyas is the permanent benefit, the spiritual benefit, eternal. And this benediction, or this highest benefit, is like Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam. It is like the moonlight. It is like the moonlight. Chandrika is moon. Vitaranam. Just like how the moon spreads the rays and its cool, soothing, moonlight. Chanting of the holy name is also like that. It cools your heart. It cools your mind. It cools your consciousness. Otherwise, we are always stressed out. When you are stressed out, people say, right? My mind is blowing up, or Telugulo na burra vedekkipotundi. Your mind is heating up. When you think too much, or when you stress out too much, your mind heats up. And that time, you sit down and take a chanting bead bag and chant for a few minutes. Then you will see this effect of Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam. Okay, this is the third benefit. Fourth benefit is Vidya Vadu Jivanam. Vidya is knowledge, transcendental knowledge. That is explained in 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. We discussed that in Bothal Bhagavad Gita class. We just finished that chapter. Vidya is transcendental knowledge. So the transcendental knowledge is compared to a newly married girl, bride, Vadu. Vidya Vadu. This newly married girl called Vidya. We have Sri Vidya. Vidya Vadu. Jivanam. Jivanam means the life. What is the life of this newly married girl called Vidya? That is Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. Just like when a girl is newly married, what is her life? Her life is her husband. Newly married, newly married bride. Her life and soul is the husband. Always thinking of the husband, how to feed him with a nice, sumptuous meal. All those different things. So similarly, that means just like how a newly married bride and bridegroom, they're always together. Similarly, the transcendental knowledge and chanting of the holy name, they're always together. They go hand in hand. Knowledge means, transcendental knowledge means understanding about Krishna's different leelas, understanding about Krishna's tattva, and so on. And that is not complete if we are not chanting the holy names. And if we are only chanting the holy names and not reading or hearing or discussing leelas, that is also not complete. So both holy name and leela, nama, leela. So that's the fourth benefit. Fifth benefit is Anandambudi Vardhanam. Ambudi is ocean. Ananda is bliss. This ocean called bliss, one will experience when we chant. The Sri Krishna Sankirtanam is compared to Anandambudi. Sri Krishna Sankirtanam is compared to Anandambudi. Just like how mind is compared to a mirror, Sri Krishna Sankirtanam is compared to Anandambudi, the ocean of bliss. And this bliss, every time you chant, this bliss increases. Vardhanam. Vardhanam means to increase. That which increases is Vardhanam. It's always increasing. Every time you chant the holy names. And we can experience in our Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra discussions, right? Not only Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra, even before that, Rukmini prayers. Ever since we started this call, when did we start this call, by the way? April or May?
Not sure. Maybe March. I was thinking March.
I think April, Babuji. I don't remember.
I'm thinking of April because we wanted to start with Prahlada prayers during the Narasimha Chaturdashi. And Narasimha Chaturdashi comes in April. Yeah.
Before Ugadi, right? Babuji? Before Akshaya Tritiya, before Ugadi, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So since last 6-7 months, we have been discussing Krishna Katha, and we can experience that our bliss is increasing every day. The more we hear about Krishna, our bliss is increasing. Is that right? Does everyone agree with that?
All thanks to you, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Good. So everyone feels the same. So similarly, when we start chanting the holy names also, we will experience similar experience. The bliss, the transcendental bliss. It's like ocean. So why the bliss is compared to ocean? Now that's the question. Who can tell this?
Endless, Prabhuji. It's infinite and endless.
Okay. Yeah, unlimited amount of happiness. Okay.
Ocean can engulf fully. We'll be fully absorbed in it.
Okay. Just like how things can be engulfed in ocean, so we can completely absorb in this transcendental, in this ocean of transcendental bliss. Yes. Yeah, absorption and then unlimited happiness. Okay. What else?
Because Vishnu himself is in Kshir Sagar. that ocean. That's why everything is compared to ocean.
Okay. At a personal level, what does it mean to you? At your individual level, what is this ocean means to you? This transcendental bliss ocean. What does it mean to you?
We
Huge.
get immersed in it.
Okay. Yeah.
For me, it means huge. Everything is we get immersed. Yeah, that's what immersed in it. We get drowned.
Immersed, yeah.
Yeah.
Drown in it.
So, see, when you, these are all valid answers, but more specifically, this is what it happens, right? From an experiential point of view, how it happens is, let's say, tomorrow morning, your husband or somebody tells you that hey, we received a lottery for 1 million. Okay, then your happiness, you cannot even hold that happiness. It outbursts from your heart. For those Telugu speaking people, పట్టలేనంత ఆనందం వచ్చిందంటారు కదా. That means as much as happiness that you cannot contain within you, or more than the amount of happiness that you can contain within you. Your heart can only, let's say your heart can contain X amount of happiness. But when you hear news like 1 million lottery, that happiness is greater than X, which can be contained within your heart. So that means it is unlimited. It is more than what you can experience, more than what you can take actually. This ananda is more than what you can experience, what you can take. The jiva is anu. That means we are a fractional part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is Vibhu, unlimited, and we are anu. Our qualities, our capacities, everything is very limited. Everything is fractional. Whatever we can experience, whatever we can do is also fractional. So this Anandambudhi, it's ever increasing, but you cannot hold all of that. So that's the beauty. It's you can't explain this in words. So it's so beautiful. Anandambudhi Vardhanam. Pratipadam Purnamrutasvadanam. Pratipadam Purnamrutasvadanam means, Pratipadam means every word. Purnamrutasvadanam. We can relish, we can taste the nectar of each and every word, each and every syllable. Amrita is nectar. Purnamruta. Purna Amrita Asvadanam. Amrita is nectar. Asvadanam means tasting. Purnamrita Asvadanam means fully tasting the nectar. Completely tasting the nectar. Sri Krishna Sankirtanam will give us the experience of tasting the nectar fully. Okay, the next benefit. Sarvatma Snapanam. Sarvatma Snapanam. It is like Abhisheka for everybody. Snapanam means taking bath. Snapanam is taking bath. Is it mentioned in the translation somewhere? I don't see that.
Was it mentioned in Rukmini prayers also, Prabhuji?
Correct. The last shloka, right?
Yeah. Yashvendri Pankaja. Snapanam. Yeah, Pankaja.
Yeah. Correct. So even Lord Shiva wanted to bathe himself by taking the dust of the lotus feet of Krishna. Snapanam. Snapanam can mean bathing or abhishekam, both. Yeah, I'm trying to find where is that mentioned here in the translation. It is the
Last line translation is missing, Prabhuji. Yeah, it is only till the third line. It's ending there itself. Full nectar of. That's all.
It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious.
Last line is not.
No, the text is not truncated. Let me go to.
Cleanses the heart, maybe. Atmas.
The heart is the cheto darpana marjanam. Yeah.
Maybe the third line, Prabhuji, this Sankirtan movement is. That is the one.
Let me go to this KK songs. Sarvatma Snapanam. Okay. And this is the. Yeah. I copied everything from here. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss. It enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. Yeah. Anyways.
The line above it, I think, is not the one.
Where is that? No.
There was one line, the translation where it is mentioned as this movement something. Yeah, this Sankirtan, third line. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large scale.
No, that is the Shreya.
Yeah.
Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam. Yeah, let's look at the word for word meaning. Snapanam. Sarvatma Snapanam. Bathing all souls. Yeah, in the word for word meaning it's given. But somehow in the translation they missed it. Okay, anyways. So when we chant the holy name, Sri Krishna Sankirtanam, we get bathed, we get abhishekam, personal abhishekam. Sarvatma Snapanam. All glories to such wonderful Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. It's 9:56. There are more glories of chanting the holy name, which we will continue discussing on Monday. But before that, let's all recite this shloka. Okay? Cheto darpanamarjanam bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam.
Cheto darpanamarjanam bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam.
Eya kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam. Anandham buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamruta swadanam. Sarvatma snapanam param vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam.
Snapanam param vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam.
Okay. Sri Krishna Sankirtanam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Thank you everyone for joining. Hare Krishna. We'll continue.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.